My name is Tom, this is my dog Miles, and this is catching you up to speed on our van life. So now I'm back in Florida, kicking it around the Orlando area. I visited my friends Jay and Billy. They create and play music every Friday night for free as the touring acoustic duo, The Kitchen Killers. While getting some work done on my van, I had plenty of time to pedal around town, visit some places I had once knew, and make some new friends. The warmer months in Florida are not a great place to be living in a van, so I decided to make my way north with a new travel goal. I wanted to go to every state's highest point. Having already visited Florida's Britton Hill, I headed to Alabama's Cheaha Mountain. This was quickly followed by Brasstown Bald in Georgia and Sassafras Mountain in South Carolina. From here, I decided to trace back through all the states I had already visited and hit their high points. Mount Mitchell in North Carolina, Clingman's Dome in Tennessee, Black Mountain in Kentucky, Spruce Knob in West Virginia, the Ebright Azimuth in Delaware, and then Hoy Crest in Maryland. While on the road, I heard about a dog that needed an active owner. We set up a date in August and I began traveling south to Georgia where I would be introduced to Milo. Miles is adventurous, playful, jumpy, fast, curious, calm, friendly, protective, has a great nose, is a fast learner, he's energetic and then sleepy. He has a bit of a fear of missing out. He loves being brushed. And he definitely needs a hype man for those big jumps or those balancing acts. Our first ride together, I couldn't get him to sit anywhere but under the seat. It was immediately evident that I needed to change this van for this dog. Miles and I headed back up to North Carolina. As I helped with the home renovation, I was able to sit still and renovate my van again. I used their garage as my workshop. I was gifted this file drawer set and I started painting it to match the rest of the interior of the van. This solved all of my storage problems. I removed the front seat and designed this small dog bed just for Miles. Miles was now comfortable enough in the van for us to hit the road. We were on the move, hiking and driving every day. Set to propel one another infinitely, Miles and I were ripping it up. First stop was Nashville, Tennessee. It was a bit too loud for Miles, so we didn't stay long. But I showed him around and we had a good time. We breezed through Kentucky. We hit Missouri's Tom Suck and Charles Mound in Illinois. I showed him Kansas City, and then we were off to Nebraska's Panorama Point. We were in a high part of the country, and the altitude felt great. From here we were off through one of my favorite states, Colorado. We spent plenty of time in the mountains and plenty of time in the city to get a really good feel for the state. From my first visit in 2017, I loved it in Colorado. The altitude made breathing really easy for me. Miles and I had some adventures, and then it was on through Wyoming. I was able to find plenty of silence between Cheyenne and Laramie, Wyoming. The weather was starting to get colder, so it was back down through Colorado to enjoy while I still could. Once more through the Rockies, and we were onward into Utah. I was not prepared for Utah's beautiful landscapes. We were surrounded by mountains, they were snow-capped, the parks were beautiful. I fell in love with Utah. We spent about a week exploring Salt Lake City and its surrounding areas. Then we drove south and it was like another planet. We had to stop at Arches National Park. Miles wasn't allowed on the trails, but we enjoyed every bit that we could from the roads. We headed through Nevada and into Las Vegas, where I had a little surprise for Miles. It was my dad's 60th birthday, and my family was on their way to Las Vegas so we could all go to the Grand Canyon. Subscribe to the channel to see what happened as we head into Arizona. Thank you all so much for watching.